Oh baby, the long wait is finally over with Goro, Storm Collectibles, Mortal Kombat.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got a new version of Goro. But for all your Goro needs and a whole lot more, Big Bad Toy Store is the place. Hit the link in the description down below. Support the channel, as I do say. And Goro getting ran back after many years. Me, like a lot of people, probably missed out on the last one. I was not collecting the line at the time. So very happy to get Goro back. But Storm Collectibles and me, we've had some back and forth. Am I going to keep in with the Mortal Kombat figures? No, I am not. I had to say it's so hard to say goodbye to the Storm Mortal Kombats, as I enjoy Mortal Kombat, but there's a lot of toy lines that are higher on my pecking order, so I had to say I can't buy these anymore, especially with the price hikes of the recent years. However, when I was collecting them, this did go up for pre-order over there at Big Bad Toy Store. This and the Shao Kahn with Throne. I got both of those guys ordered, but there was a deposit required, so if I was going to cancel my order, oh man, I'd have to lose that deposit. Wasn't going to do that, so I said, okay, I like Goro enough. He's going to stay. Shao Kahn, he's going to stay in my collection. They're two good ones I've really wanted for a long time, so they're going to stick around. And that leads us to Goro right here today. And I love a four-arm creature. I love a hairy bipedal creature. I love a big figure. I love a masked man. I love a guy in paint. I'm here for all of it. So I'm here for this Goro. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there, and we'll do some comparisons later on in this video as well. But here we go. Storm Collectibles, big old Goro here. Goro looking only like a Goro could look. I remember the first time playing Mortal Kombat as a little kid. Mortal Kombat 1 came out, changed the world, changed the elementary school, at least for me it did. We were all in on that, and Street Fighter as well, as you can imagine. But I remember seeing Goro for the first time. I could not believe my eyes. Still to this day, can't believe my eyes every time I see him. Beautiful shot of Goro over there. Storm Collectibles logo on the bottom, looking nice. Little wraparound packaging here. Always cool to see that as well. Mortal Kombat on the top, Mortal Kombat on the bottom. Challenge you to Mortal Kombat. That's what I'm going to do right here. But there he is, another glamour shot. Some action figure images there. Some jibber jabber and a little bit of a blurb. Let's see what it says about our old friend Goro. Salt of the earth Goro, as we know. Prince Goro has brought much honor to the Shao Kahn race by serving Shao Kahn. His bloody achievements include crushed rebellions and conquered provinces. Everybody loves a province at the end of the day. During the past 500 years, he's been celebrated for winning the last nice Mortal Kombat tournaments for Outworld. Last nice Mortal Kombat? What is that? Should he defeat Earthrealm's champion this time, he will become more than legendary. His victory is assured. There are none in Earthrealm who can withstand the might of Goro. So a little broken English there from our friends at Storm Collectibles, it does seem like to me. But we're going to see what's going on. Interchangeable head sculpts on this one as well. There it is, old Goro. A nice gentle off to the side. See you later. Got to do that from time to time. And we do got a plastic prison right here. And I'm going to take this offline. I'm going to go through all this. I've never seen so many hands in my life. Oh, man, that Goro, awfully handsy. You know what I mean? Am I right? Am I right? But I'm going to take him offline. We'll be back talking all things Goro. All right, let's get down to business. Goro business, that is. And Goro comes with an obscene, yes, you heard it here first, an obscene amount of hands. I don't know. Do I need this many hands? I guess he does have 4 hands, so you do need more than the average 2-hand figure, I guess. So that does make maybe a little bit of sense here. But you got every single hand under the Goro rainbow you could need. Of course, 3 fingers on these hands. Fists of Fury over here, and you got to have at least 2 Fists of Fury with Goro. So we got all fists over here, and then you got kind of every other aspect of hands. You got the splayed out hands, you got the curled hands, you got gripping hands. Truly choose your own hand adventure if there ever was one. This is the playbook for Choose Your Own Hand Adventure. I can only imagine, I'm not a math genius, if there is a math genius, chime in, how many different combinations of arms and hands and everything you could do with this one. It's just absolutely, as I said earlier, obscene. Yes, it's obscene. That's what I'm saying. But we got all the hands you could ever want. Not even going to go through them all. You'll be able to see them in the pictures. It is what it is. I'm about the fists. All the fists. That's what I'm here for. But let's dive into Goro here. Man, a lot going on with this one. And first thing I noticed in this head sculpt, I noticed these crazy red eyes on him, just looking like fire behind those eyes. He's ready to just clobber somebody, put somebody into another realm, kill them is what he's going to do. Maybe rip their arms off, maybe rip their head off, maybe rip them in half. Who knows? But it looks like Goro right here. He's got the two pointy ears as well, akin to an elf. Yes, you heard it here first, akin to an elf. A little bit kind of mean-mugging, frowny, pouty face on him here. He does got the ponytail of doom, and there is articulation on that ponytail. So he can go full-on Bailey side pony if he wants to. Shout out to Bailey, the wrestler, of course. But you do got the ponytail on him. I'm here for that. And, of course, all three heads, full-on ponytail. You like a little bit more distressed ponytail, you get some of that over here. Now, the second head, a little bit more Goro. My Goro's got to be an angry guy. He's got to be angry. We got the teeth showing on this one. He's got the mouth open, a little bit more frowny over here. This is probably the Goro I do need. But this third one here, this one is probably the one I really want. This is Scream, a primal Scream, like a young Motley Crue. He's like a young Vince Neil out there, just screaming and yelling, looking absolutely wild, eyes going up. If you want an extreme Goro, this is going to be the head right there. So 3 different heads. We can truly choose our own Goro head adventure on this one right here. Now, we do get a little necklace action for Goro. An interesting necklace. I don't know. If I'm in Mortal Kombat, I don't know if I'd have a necklace. Somebody could choke me with it, or I could break it. Even worse. Who knows? But he does got that going on. He's got 2 big old nipples that would make Cesaro jealous. Yes, you heard it here. Old Claudio Castagnoli. That's what it reminds me of there. Looking good. He has been working around. He doesn't got quite the 6-pack, 8-pack, but he's got some muscle definition in the chest going on there. Really, really good. He's got some of that back tattoo, or is that scales? I guess more scales than tattoo, but he's got that throughout the back on the figure. That looks interesting as well. And then I guess he took a stop over in Eternia, as he does got a loincloth going on. Got some of that protection over there on the side as well. Looking good with black trunks underneath that. And then like a young Terry Steinbach, he says, you know what? I'm gonna catch barefoot, but I'm gonna put my shin guards on just in case. And that's what Goro did. He said, I'm going full shin guards, but keep those toes out there. I want the toes to be free like a young Todd McFarlane. Yes, Todd McFarlane on the couch, setting those toes free. Goro setting those toes free. Maybe there's a lesson to be learned somewhere in there. We'll look into it after the video, possibly. Almost looks like he has door knockers on here as well. So very interesting there, but very cool on that aspect. And then you do got the forearm protection here, a little fur on those as well. Keep you warm. His forearms get cold, chest gets hot. That's Goro's problem right there. But it looks good. But you do got 4 arms on Goro, 4 arms of destruction, and really that's what makes Goro Goro, is those arms, of course. Very, very cool, very powerful, very dangerous. Storm Collectible is going to Storm Collectible, though. Those hands very easy to get off, sometimes too easy. Just the simple touch will take a hand off. You know that if you've dealt with Storm Collectible figures in the past. But man, I love the looks of this guy, looking extra powerful. This is one of those figures, shout out to my dad. I can see my dad buying this, having this on his desk at his house. This is a Tom Peterson tile figure is what this one is here. Very, very cool Goro here. Now, articulation, there's a lot of it. Head removable, back forth, side to side. Talked about the ponytail. Of course, you can move that around. Arms go all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows on this. Hands back, forth, side to side, removable. Now, every single arm is going to have the exact same articulation on top of that if you're keeping track at home. Hula hoop right there, almost like a plasticky diaper over the top, so you do get that. You do get a traditional waist movement as well. You do get the legs that go up, legs that go out. Bend at the knee, double jointed knees, pinless once again. Boot cut, side to side, back and forth, up and down on the foot, and then you get some of that toe articulation that would make Todd McFarlane on the couch blush. Yes, it's here, the toe articulation. Now, no hole in the foot, no way he's going to stand or anything like that. With a stand, you'd have to get like a doll stand or something for him, or some sticky tack on the feet. And he could be a tough one to stand, but he's got a pretty decent base on him, so maybe not as tough as we would assume it to be. But man, he looks good. Boy, he is big. He is powerful. He's Goro at the end of the day. And I forgot he's got a little red handkerchief on the side in case he needs to blow his nose mid-battle. There it is. How about that? But man, this Goro looks cool. It's been a long wait. It feels like we waited over a year for this one. Some of us have been waiting since the original one went out of stock way back in the day. So fun to finally have this. A very important villain. I always say he's one of the top villains, of course, in Mortal Kombat. Happy to have him here. And I don't know if you guys were like me. You were waiting for this. You were biding your time. And you got the, what is it, Kataro or whatever? I got the bloody version right here. You can have these two squared off, I guess. The cat people is what he reminds me of here. But another big figure from the Mortal Kombat line. You can see scaling pretty good between these two, all things considered. And then thinking of big figures from Storm Collectibles, of course, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, always kind of side by side. You get a little Zangief action. Shout out to my boy Zangief here. He was always my go-to in Street Fighter. Always loved him. You can see Goro towering over Zangief right here. Way bigger figure. And then even Jada Toys. That's kind of the hot new one there. And you got Ken, or Ryu, sorry, Ryu. You guys know how that goes, but you can see that size difference there. Now, a lot of rumors that Storm is no longer making Mortal Kombat figures. I don't know if that's true or not, but there are a lot of rumors out there that's the case. Wonder if Jada Toys is going to take over Mortal Kombat. I think that would make a lot of people, myself, happy. I might dig back into Mortal Kombat line if they make figures that scale with Street Fighter. Can you imagine having both properties released at the same time simultaneously, and then you could cross them over if you wanted to have a video game fed, I guess? You want the ultimate Mortal Kombat with Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat combined. We haven't seen anything like that since the 3 and 4th G.I. Joe days from Hasbro back in the day. Oh, fond memories there as well. So a lot of cool stuff with this Goro, no doubt. Not going to be for everybody. Obviously a high expensive price point, but something I definitely wanted. And it's crazy as you jump out of lines, jump into lines, what changes over the span of a pre-order sometimes. And that's where this Goro went for me here. But at the end of the day, still very fun, still menacing, still iconic, still here for this. A welcome addition to my shelf. But what about your shelf? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? What about your shelf? You picking this one up, passing, long gaming, didn't even know it existed game, hoping for another line outside of Storm for Mortal Kombat? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And you made it this far, you know what? Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Always like the video. Always helps the channel. You guys know that. Always appreciate that as well. You can also, of course, head over to the Patreon for early access to videos like this. Early access from both YouTube channel videos. Head over to Patreon, the best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel at PressingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. And also my new book, The Complete Guide to Jakks Superstars, available on Barnes & Noble and Amazon as we speak right now. Appreciate all the support there. But for Goro and everybody out there that's got 4 arms and maybe 3 legs, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.